Welcome to the Wellness Way Clinics. It's probably safe to say that if you find yourself watching this video right now, that maybe you or somebody that you know is looking for answers for a current health concern that you are facing. Well, here at the Wellness Way Clinics, we pride ourselves to be able to deliver to you a new approach to healthcare and wellness at our Wellness Way Clinics. Our concept in approaching healthcare and wellness is all about helping you change your current mindset about the way you view healthier and happier living. For a moment, think about the role of a detective in today's society. Their role is what? It's all about seeking out evidence, gathering clues and information that will bring them to a place where that they can crack or solve whatever case that they are handling at that point in time. Well, here at the Wellness Way, this is where we see the difference in our approach in gathering information begin to kick in. In all of our clinics, we have one simple motto that we really do pride ourselves in. It's this: we don't guess, we test. The way we test at our Wellness Way clinics is very unique. One of the concepts you might even hear as you're meeting with your doc is the concept of the fireman and the carpenter. Here it is. Imagine for a moment, you're out running errands in the evening time, and when you're finally done, you find yourself on your way home. You begin to turn to make your way down your street, and off in the distance, you see this glow, you see this smoke begin to billow and fill the sky, and flames beginning to tickle the air around, and you begin to think to yourself with a primal fear on the inside rise within you, whose house is that? I hope it's not mine. But as you get closer, your greatest fear is realized, and it is your house. Now at that moment in time, a million thoughts begin to flood your mind. But what's the right call to action? Calling your mother, your brother, your plumber, your dentist? No, the right call to action at that point in time is calling the fire department so they can come and extinguish that fire. You make that call, the fire department shows up on scene, and they look at your house and they say, game on. It's what they're trained for. They grab every tool possible and they go to accomplish their primary objective, which is to put out your fire. Now, without any regard for your home or your belongings, they accomplish that objective. And when they're done putting out that fire by any means possible, they high-five each other and they say, job well done. You hear them say, job well done, and you say, I agree, but my home is in utter ruins. It's completely in shambles. There's holes in my roof. There's holes in my walls. The windows have been broken out, and my house is soaking wet. Now, at that moment in time, we would all realize that it's not safe for you to move back into your home and call it safe, to call it home, to be once again able to sustain life. We would say, no, there's one more call to be made. Call the carpenter. Allow him to come in and assess the damage that has been done. The problem is when he gets there, he doesn't say, job well done, fireman. He goes, oh my gosh, what a mess. Where do I begin? He begins to look at your house and he assesses all the damage, and he begins to poke and prod to see where water has seeped in or where it hasn't, what can be saved, what needs to be destroyed, and he puts together a call to action. He puts together a quote, and he tells you, in order to bring this house back to a livable standard, this is what needs to be done. And then you proceed ahead. Well, here at the Wellness Way, we like to compare ourselves with the carpenter in the way that we test. One of the first steps that you are going to take is filling out an FAQ questionnaire. Now, this is our way of being able to ask you those carpenter-like questions. It's not just coming in and looking at the surface and saying everything is okay. Because you could look at the wall in that home after the fire and see that there's not a whole lot of damage, and all it would need is a coat of paint, and we could call it okay. But if we didn't look deeper, get behind that wall and realize that water had seeped down into the insulation, and now there's a vapor barrier between the wall and that wall, that there is a great place for mold and mildew to begin to grow to cause a potential further issue down the road. If we never tested and went deeper to look at that, there would be problems in the future. Here at the Wellness Way, we like to peel back the layers. We like to get to that deeper place, to look potentially for that root cause that is putting you at a place to handle your current health concern. After watching this video, if you find yourself having questions and maybe you're looking for a new approach to handling the current health concern that you're facing, please feel free to call one of our Wellness Way clinics and set up an appointment so that we can help you get to a place where you experience healthier, happier living in your life.